What up, and welcome back to another episode of the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you guys joining us this Wednesday morning. And I know you guys are probably like wondering, it's like, yo, what the hell's XG? He's nowhere to be found right now, but as per usual, I'm holding it down for you guys. You guys know that I wouldn't leave you guys hanging, even if we all had other stuff to do. But nonetheless, I wouldn't be able to do the show if it wasn't for this guy running the boards. What's up, Ray? What's going on?
Hey, yo. What's up, man? How you doing? Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Yep, happy wake and bake with everybody over here. Hope you guys had a dope weekend. It's starting to feel like it's that time where it starts like slowing down, like where it starts. Dude, I feel like the time goes by too quick now, bro.
These 6 months were hella fast, man. 7 months, right?
But you know what?
8 months.
Okay, but you know what fucks me up about it most? That I feel like your parents knew about this change that happens when you get into your like mid 30s or like start getting closer to your mid 30s. They knew that you like almost step into a different parallel universe where time no longer is as slow as how it used to be. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like something happens at a certain age where you start feeling like the time that you have right now is not enough. Because that's ultimately what it comes down to. It's not, and I'm like, it's not like I'm as busy as a president. It's not like I'm as busy as well, first of all, everybody's busier than the current president. This person can barely walk. But, yeah, but I really start to wonder, like, what do you think happens?
I don't know, man. I feel like you just get caught up on like what you really want or just the stuff that you're just dealing with. Like time becomes a paradox.
What's your biggest time waster, bro? Like, honestly, like, for me, it's procrastination, bro. But it's like, I procrastinate a lot when I'm just tired, bro. Like, honestly, like, one of the biggest things I miss about cocaine is having, like, the rush of energy, bro.
I bet.
Like, I really miss, like, because sometimes I wasn't doing it just to be horny and shit, you know? Like, like I wasn't using it to just be a dirtbag and shit or just whatever side effects cocaine has for you. But I kind of was using it like sometimes for like, hey, like I gotta make sure I upload all these items and renovate my website tonight because tomorrow I'm busy, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Yeah, yeah, bro. And I would do like a line, and yes, sometimes I would fuck off and be like, man, fuck this, bro. Like I would have the confidence, but most of the times when I had to get shit done, especially if it was like physical shit, I got it done. I don't want to attribute that to drugs, but I kind of am in a sense.
I haven't been smoking a lot of weed as of recently, and it has kind of like it's made me feel a little bit more alert about like the shit that I got going on. Low key, weed is good and all. It makes you feel relaxed and all that stuff. Like if you're in a bad mood, it flips it upside down or downside up. But there's that little tiny side effect where you're like, I want to do shit. I just want to chill and shit. And that procrastination comes along. And since I've I didn't stop because I do smoke every now and then shit, but I feel like I do things more when I don't really smoke that much.
You're the second person, man. What a faggot, XG.
God damn.
What?
XG.
What's up, XG?
What's up, dog? What's up?
Well, hold on, your mic was off. I said, what's up, XG?
What's up? There we go. Yeah?
Yeah.
Man, I'm like a newbie, like a rookie, como que no sé qué hacer.
Oh, that was all me. Sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
Ironically, we were talking about procrastination. You know?
Why is that ironically, whatever that was.
Because I'm like, I feel like procrastination was the reason you were late.
I've been better at that, though. But I'm not going to lie. In high school, attendance record, valiendo pura verga, dog. But this was like a collab of everybody. The part of my sister, si no era yo, era mi hermana. Y si no era mi hermana o yo, era mi dad. But we were always late.
Uno de los dos.
Yeah, you've always been pretty good on attendance?
Yeah. Like, I've been open for the most part. What were we talking about before? We were talking about
procrastination.
Yeah, but
I haven't been smoking a lot of weed lately.
Oh yeah, so Ray was talking about how he feels that weed kind of like gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah, it kind of does.
And I'm not gonna lie, like I do feel that I agree with him to an extent. I feel like if I stopped smoking weed for one day, not for one day, but just waited to the night, I would get so much more done.
Yeah, but then again, my tolerance is nowhere near close as to yours.
I sometimes feel like I'm addicted.
You are. Like, I don't think addicted as in, like, if you stop, you're going to be like, hey, Melissa, where's it at? I just think you would be like, it's a habit of an addicted of a like
C minus with a cigarette.
Yeah, it's just you need to be doing. You're just so used to it, but you're not like physically.
Like we could record fucking 5 different shots, and every single one of these shots is 2 minutes with C minus. But every single time we say pause and break, he'll go smoke a cigarette. Like that's what you mean?
Yeah.
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 You're not. I don't think you're. I don't. Well, weed isn't physically addicting, right? They say.
I wouldn't know.
I think it can be. I think with the new forms, I think other people can get addicted to dabs. People can get addicted to like all these new potent ways of like taking this shit that wasn't around before. I think you could develop an addiction for it.
Could you go a day just taking at least 2 dabs, E-Zone? 2 dabs.
1 in the morning and 1 at night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
Oh, then you're not addicted.
I think I could do it, but it's just like I feel like I don't want
to.
It's not that I don't want to,
Yeah,
but it's like
I want to.
I'm starting to feel like one of the things I was gonna point out with Ray. I was hearing this in another podcast. Shout out to you, Ryan Sickler. He was talking about that sometimes when shit hits the fan, or when you're going through something that has turmoil, weed is not your best friend.
That's true sometimes. Yeah.
Has anybody here felt that way?
I honestly, like you were saying, I honestly do think it takes a lot of my time. Like if I
I'm talking about. I'm asking questions specifically, Xavier.
Oh, like turmoil.
When
like
shit hits the fan, like let's just say se murió mi tío, and you were close to him, and then or like I don't know, like your girlfriend cheated on you or something like that. Something that's dramatic. If you smoke during a moment like that where it requires a lot of emotion and thinking and critical fucking. Thinking about the situation, I feel like weed is like makes it worse. It's like going to hang out with Eddie and George after a breakup. like they're just gonna make you feel worse about it.
I mean, for me, honestly, I think liquor is way worse when it comes to that, to like sad emotional shit.
Yeah, but we are talking about weed. I don't know.
Because weed makes you focus. So to some of us it does. Everybody's different though.
Yeah, in my personal experience, weed calms the shit out of me. That's just what it does to me. You know, I could be in a fucking bad mood, angry or whatever, or just something shit would happen with my fam, and like, fuck, man, I need a joint, and the joint helps.
I've noticed that for me, it makes it worse, bro. Like, I'll have to go to the dentist, and I know I shouldn't smoke before the dentist.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll fucking be smoking, and then the more closer I get, the more my heart rate goes up. The more, like, I start getting nervous and just start focusing on it. So sometimes I feel like weed is not my friend when it comes to shit hitting the fan. Which it kind of sucks for me, or like I feel it kind of sucks for me because I'm like, well, then who is my friend? Because cocaine's gone. I was like, alcohol doesn't really seem to be there for me. Alcohol makes it worse for me.
Yeah.
Does alcohol make things worse for you when shit hits the fan?
You know, because my dad drinks. Not that he's an alcoholic, but
Nah, your dad doesn't come across as an alcoholic.
yeah, he doesn't. But I get that thing in my head where I'm like, fuck, man, like, what if I just start drinking and like all those like emotions that I feel, the only way I can just drown them out is through alcohol. So I don't want to become that person. To like,
damn, that's how you think of it?
Yeah, fool.
Fuck, then yeah, maybe it's good that you don't drink when you're sad.
No, believe me, I've drank when I'm sad, but it's never like led me to like, well, let me get another one.
I've been
But I
there.
have that fear, you know what I'm saying? To make sure I don't like overdo it.
I had that fear before. But then like when I fucking didn't give a fuck to a certain point, that's just dirty, Xavier.
Is it?
Oh yeah. I was like, when I didn't give a fuck to a certain point, like I was just like I just went for it. And then I have been through those benders. Like, have you been through those benders where you drink when you're sad?
Not alone though.
Like Bill Daltrey style where you drink alone?
I have.
Shout out to you, Bill.
And rest in peace to Dale.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, it's pre-recorded, so yeah. R.I.P. Dale once again.
But yeah, I've not like haven't started drinking alone, but there's times where like I'll end up alone, like with the fire pit, me and the fire, and everybody's in the cabin inside, and then your mind starts thinking, and this is like 4 or 5 in the morning. The sun's about to come out.
How long ago was this?
It happens a lot. It happens a lot when there's a fire. For some reason, like a what do they call that?
Bonfire?
Yeah, like a
like a woodsman?
campfire?
That's what.
No.
No. So like if we ever go camping,
Yeah.
I will stare to that fire until the sun comes up.
Oh, I see what
Y
you're
pisteando.
saying.
Slowly though, just chilling, dog, till the sun comes up. Everybody will be back in the cabin. My girl will be like, "Ya vente." I'm like, "Nah, I'm chilling here." Like till the sun comes up, pisteando, and it'll.
But what do you think about though?
It depends, but I have been through breakups.
Thing. That's a real thing though. Like you staring at the fire will help you figure out some shit in yourself. It's like a reflection, bro. So like in some spiritual practices, if you stare at the fire for a long time, you'll start to fucking see shit.
Hours, dog. I've been talking like just solo and just not talking to no one.
You don't get tired?
Corridos bumping too. No, I mean, I've probably been partying too, but I do love the fire, like a pyromaniac. Isn't that what they're called?
Yeah, but it seems you like gazing at it.
Yeah.
Like, not like that's you have appreciation for it. Like it's not like you're just like
Oh no, I don't want to start
starting
fires,
a fire.
no.
Yeah.
I've been there with like my shoe became tender.
Oh, when you have it kicking.
Because I have it kicking in there and bien marihuano, and then all of a sudden you step and it kind of like melts. And you're like, oh shit, and you're like, that's hot. You know, that's hot.
Yeah,
Get
no,
the fuck away.
Yeah, no, I've what is it? I've had that too, where I'm like, oh man, my sandals, and they start burning and shit or melting off. That's crazy. Fire, like maybe that's how you should get a limpia. That'll probably.
Dog, I'm so scared of anything that has to do with Santeria. I saw the documentary.
Oh, you saw it?
Get away, dog, dude. Alfredo Constanza or whatever that fool's name
Yeah.
is. That fool, dude.
El Padrino.
Y la madrina?
Oh,
Do you think she did it? Do you think she was in the
nah,
mix?
I don't think she was.
You don't think so? They just had her tag along?
When you do
Well,
shit.
tell the story. I mean, no one's seen the documentary. It's a documentary on Max.
I already brought it up last time, but
I started watching 11.
Fool, you're not the only one that started watching it. Fool, I had a bunch of people that hit me up. They were like, "I'm watching this," and then like some fool was like, "Look, my grandma started watching it with me." She was hooked, and then but it's like it's crazy because remember that fool when to get him to sign over the papers for the lease. That fool was like, "Fuck it, he doesn't want to sell me the land. I'm gonna turn him into a frog."
Yeah, un sapo. He's like, and I was like.
Nah, that shit
I
happens,
don't even know if
fool.
it's, yeah, but she was.
I'm not saying you like he literally turned him into a frog, but like.
Sincho.
But like for example, like if somebody does Santeria on you in a bad term, fool, like you can go to the hospital and let's just say you'll be pissing blood or some shit like that, but the doctors cannot figure this shit out. And then like you'll go to different doctors and you'll be like, no doctor can figure it out. That is when you need to go see a witch doctor.
Beyond the physical.
And usually when that shit is done, when somebody has you, like they've had to do a lot, number one, but the only way to lift that shit is like to go talk to the person originally who put it on you.
Damn. What happens then?
Like you either find out, and if they're not willing to fucking do it or do it, you gotta fucking reverse it on them.
Right.
But they're usually ready for that, like because they're the ones who are already like I guess woke enough to fucking do that damage to you.
Right.
Yeah.
The only reason I kind of think the chick was in on it, in a weird kind of way, because do you remember at one point they told her to get a plastic surgeon so they can change their faces? Y la pendeja escapes. And la pendeja escapes, and she says that she literally just stood in the middle of the street for hours.
What do you mean?
You remember at one point?
Oh, thank you, Hector.
You remember at one point, la madrina. Well, the padrino tells the madrina after the other fools in the ranch got caught up. They said,
Oh yeah,
vete a encontrar un plastic surgeon bien chingón.
yeah.
And he gives her a bunch of loot and he says, Kyle, go find this fool. And the pendeja says she just stood in the middle of the plaza for hours, like kind of like dumbfounded.
Because she didn't
like
know what was going
lost,
on.
uh-huh.
Yeah, because she didn't know what was going on. It's like, it's 1989, fool. Like, how the fuck are you going to find out that the homies are getting caught up without, like, nobody giving you a direct call? Like, she didn't even know her mom was in the hospital. And then they just see, like, that shit was crazy when they burned that fool's prenda.
Yeah, or they burned the whole rancho over.
Yeah, but it's different. It's like when you burn that fool's cauldron, which is like in Palo Mayombe, you have a cauldron, right? Like a witch cauldron, right? And like there a lot of shit gets put into that cauldron, and like the people you work with in that cauldron and those spirits are all in there. So like these people are like, oh, you know how you weaken this fool because this fool was in hiding. You burn his ranch where he did the sacrifices and all this stuff. And sure enough, dude, like once he burned that shit, like every kind of protection that he had, like kind of got burnt up.
Do you think
started going crazy?
You think the cops killed him?
Yeah, hell yeah, they shot him 6 times.
So you don't think it was suicide?
It was suicide like that, fool. I don't.
I know. That's what they said because they found him. They were
I don't
both
think
of
the
them in the
homegirl
closet.
killed him either.
Huh?
I don't think homegirl killed him.
You don't think homegirl was involved at all? You think she was just an innocent bystander? You think she shouldn't be in jail right now? You should think she should have just been like, la secuestraron. She was just part of the mix.
No, I think she was in with the shits, but not when at the end when he made that shift where he's like, oh, what if I stop sacrificing goats and then start sacrificing humans? Maybe I'm gonna get superpowers.
Yeah. Oh, that was a crazy documentary. I had to call my dad. I didn't have to call my dad, but I was like, "Epa, ¿te acuerdas de este pinche de esos puertos de los narcos?" Dijo, "No mames, es allá en Tamaulipas." And I was like, Matamoros or whatever. He's like, "Yeah." And then he kind of told me basically, I was like, "Yeah, there's this documentary." He's like, "Yeah, that shit was crazy. Todo el pinche mundo was all into the satanic. Y todo el mundo asustados."
Everybody was that shit like that made Latinos so scared and have a certain interpretation of that religion. Because you know what's crazy? That's the religion I practice. Palo Mayombe is what I practice with Ashe. But that's not this one.
Because there's 3 of them, right?
There's 4 sections to it. But here's the thing though, like this shit demonized it because this motherfucker wasn't all there. Like when he took it up and I was like, nothing in the religion tells you, hey, give us a human body and we'll give you more powers. This fool just was like, well,
it's the way you think when you're power hungry. You're like, okay, well, if I kill the chivo and so and so died, what if I kill a human? Can I get a whole family to die?
Yeah, like that. Like,
yeah, it's how it works. Not how it works, but that's how.
And you know what's crazy? Like they had evidence to get this fool with everybody who was involved, bro. Because he had politicians in that paperwork. He had movie stars. He had artists that he was doing shit because his magic worked. There's nothing about him being wrong. It's just when he got. Look, bro, like the thing with this religion, bro, is like that's the reason no matter what, dog, a lot of places when you try to walk into religion in Santeria and you're really trying to work this magic stuff, like or make it work for you, dog, like there's no taking shortcuts. Like you don't get blessed and then be like, oh hell yeah, now that I have the blessing, I could become a drug dealer. Drugs are not a part of this fucking journey, bro. Everybody who joins this journey, if you're going down the Santeria path, 9 times out of 10, if you have a drug addiction, it's gonna come out and they're gonna tell you to stop. That's the reason I knew I couldn't go on doing cocaine like how I was, or fucking doing the Nas, or fucking doing all this shit. The only reason I'm probably allowed to smoke weed is really because this is how it's my bread and butter. And even then, there's been times where it's like, hey, bro, tone it down, te pendejas. You know what I mean?
Well, he killed that guy. Remember, he killed his homie because he caught him doing perico. I was assuming it was perico.
Yeah, no, he showed up drunk or some shit.
No, remember some fool came dry snitching for no reason. He said,
fulano
ya está pisteando, no sé qué, está metiendo drogas. Y el vato, and that's when everybody started fearing him. They respected him, and then this fool literally
because he was like, you see what happens when you don't listen to me? Yeah.
Yeah, and it was all over him being
like
I'm guessing coke. It was back in the 80s.
Yeah, but like you're not supposed to mix drugs with this shit, bro. Like that's why like a lot of people.
I love Catholicism. They give you liquor at the place.
But what is?
Bien católico que soy. Yeah, look at me.
Catholicism. You're stupid, bro. Like, but I'm like, bro. Those miracles don't work like that quick. It's not like fucking instant Quaker fucking miracle, bro. Like it's different with like Santeria, bro. Like. I'll tell you for a fact, bro, because I know and I've asked for certain things and I've seen certain things, bro, where I'm like, hey, bro, there's definitely something else to this world, and seeing the results and the proof in the pudding was I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna fuck around and not listen to this, especially now that I know that I've opened that Pandora's box. That shit says don't go out tonight. I ain't going out, bro. So not podcasting. So not that something's gonna happen. So not that I didn't believe it, and not that I kind of like, not even that I fully do. But now that I watched this documentary, I was like, you know who I started thinking about? Predict. Did someone do something to him, dog? Because, he's in the mix. He's in Santeria, and it's what was it? I don't know what they called him. But I was like, dude, Predict's been going through it, perro. Car accident. I have told that shoulder so many times. I'm like, dude. First of all, I was like, don't go to my Madrina, dog. I was thinking I'll poison her with your fucking bad, your fucking bad energy, dog. Yeah, bro. Like, so I legit was watching this, and I'm like, bro, Predict. Yeah, I think Predict is in a really dire need of getting a good reading or something like that. Look, the fuck, you saw the lights flash right now? Well, that's fucking trippy. Yeah, like, pórtate bien. Like, they're like, because I'm not gonna lie, bro, like, he does, like, I feel that he has a very hurt vibe sometimes. Like where I'm like, hey fool, like I feel like when you're not with us and he like you cry a lot. You know what I mean? Like, and it's over shit that I'm like, it doesn't has nothing to do with us, but I'm like, you need to get over that. Or like, I'm not putting the homie's business out there. I don't know anything about this. This is just sometimes because I do talk to him. He'll send me a voice message and he'll be like, hey, what up, E-Zone? And I'm just like, hey, what's up? What are you doing? You know what I mean? And he'll try to send me a message here and there, and like, and yeah, dog. Like I feel that I'm like, man, dude. I was like, there's a lot of people that probably don't have a good outreach towards you, dog. And maybe I don't know why that is, or why that can be, but it just I'm just saying like sometimes I feel like he's hurt sometimes, and I'm just like,
I mean, we're already in the topic, but like, cause he used to be a rapper. Let's say someone hates me for no reason. Can they do that to me without knowing me, without personally knowing me?
You can.
That's kind of crazy, dog.
You can literally go to somebody and pay them to fucking do some like. Just a bunch of pictures, put pictures of your family. That's why, bro. Like, it's very important to people that are online. Don't be posting pictures of your kids out there unless you know everybody in that list. Don't be posting pictures of your grandma, of your mom. But every time you post a picture of like, yo, pray for my grandma, she's in the hospital.
I'll pray for her, all right.
Yeah, like how do you know somebody's like, oh yeah, I'll pray for you, but I'm praying to Satan.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you know what I mean? Like it's straight up, it's fucked up. This social media shit gives people a lot of reach. Like straight up, like let me give you an example, dog. To all the OnlyFans bitches. All these bitches selling panties and all this shit, dog. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. Somebody that's so obsessed with somebody, dog, they'll fucking find a way. This bitch will be like, I'm selling my panties. He'll collect that shit, right? He has one piece of the recipe already. Then some bitch will be to get desperate in the first of the month.
But it's not gonna be to hurt her. It's for her to fall in love with him, que no?
Yeah, bro, but this like it's called an amarre.
Yeah.
So an amarre is when you have somebody like
That's just crazy.
Like as long as I keep feeding this shit, like and this muerto's gonna keep working it to blind see what you don't see. So like no matter to you, I'm always gonna be the top choice. No matter if I treat you like shit, you're under my word type of shit.
But it has to have some limitations, right? You can't
Well,
you can't look like Will and then put on a amarre on Kim Kardashian, dog. That ain't gonna work.
Well, it's different, bro. Like that bitch is a witch. Like that bitch is a witch, bro. Like it's like she's a different witch in herself. So like
are they really that fam?
Yeah, you ain't gonna do nothing to people like that. If you think that like you think that all these people you're like is that easy? Be like somebody who's in the public eye, bro. A lot of these people do this magic shit themselves. You think J-Lo looks good like that because she's not out there doing some shit?
There's no way she's that good at 51.
Like, bro, like I know for a fact that she has 3 different fucking Santeros, bro.
This might sound crazy right now. I'm gonna
We've heard crazier from you.
I'm gonna go down the tinfoil rabbit hole. Is Santeria not cousins, not related to, but somewhat like some Illuminati type shit where like if you live forever, you sign a pact? Like I'm talking about the evil one. I mean,
the evil.
It's just like, no, not the one you do. Which one's the one that fool was performing?
Well, it's just, look, all those 4 sections have the ability to fucking do bad in itself. Like you have the opportunity and the ability to do bad. And there's those, the thing is that it all has repercussions in it. So it all depends on you. Do you practice in light for healing and for clarity, or do you practice in dark, in black, like to hurt and to take?
Because remember que mataron un viejito, Claudio?
Yeah.
And he was a good brujo.
Yeah, because the reason they killed him was because he told them, he was like, hey, like, we're not supposed to be doing this. You know what I mean? He's like, this is against the practice of religion. And he was like, you ain't gonna tell me how to run this shit. And then he killed him.
Yo, I think we should have Ashan after she watches the movie.
I think she's probably I don't know. She's in Cuba right now.
That'd be crazy.
She's in Cuba right now doing real Santeria things. Yeah, she sent me pictures. I was like, can't wait to see what kind of goodies she brings back.
What up, mijo?
Yeah, because he was from Cuba, right? The guy.
Yeah, he was. He
was from like the motherland, technically. Well, not the motherland, because they said Haiti or Africa, no?
They're different interpretations, bro. All these places,
I laughed when they said it. I was like, you fuckers are right.
All these different interpretations of it just changed up a little bit. So like Haitians like focused on like a lot of the bad shit, like, and that's what they get known for. They get known for a lot of that voodoo shit. So it's like a lot of the Haitian sector of it, which I don't know what predominantly is more popular amongst them. But that shit is, I know it's like some hella dark. And some of these sectors, like the animals you're killing ain't fucking like regular animals, bro. Like when you're doing shit and bad, bro, like when you're fucking when you want to hex somebody, like, bro, you gotta buy shit like a bat. Or you gotta fucking buy shit like a fucking, like, be like, hey, like, go get me a tarantula. Dude. Like, or like just some animal that you're like, what the fuck? Or like, they'd be like, give me a black fucking rooster, just all black or some shit like that. Or like, just some crazy shit, bro. There's people like, oh yeah, but like back to the whole thing I was telling to all these OnlyFans bitches. Like, and all these people out there, you out there selling panties and shit, bro. All it takes is somebody out there, especially you bitches that are so comfortable doing meet and greets and all this shit. Some of the bitches that are like Spanish porn stars.
Wait, there's meet and greets for OnlyFans?
Bro, the porn stars be doing porn stars and all these bitches be doing these fucking shows and meet and greets and all this shit. Jules was doing them and all this shit. And you know why? Because I've been sometimes where I've left my madrina's house and the person that was there before me, I was like, this bit, like, you know, this girl is a dancer. Like, you know, you could tell. And I got it verified. I was like, oh damn, man. I was like, this bitch is up on game. If she's going there, best believe these bitches know about it. But yeah, to the naive bitches, like somebody could just buy your panties, you're selling it. Somebody will buy it. Like, let's say you're hurting for the first of the month. You're going to sell your combs or whatever it is because there's some simps out there. You already got 2 of the pieces. This motherfucker goes to a bright brujo with a picture, bro. Best believe a motherfucker will get to you. Especially, like, and it's not some far-fetched shit either. Like, it's got to be realistic, too, bro. Like, you know, you're not just going to be like, hey, I'm going to fucking hurt this person or do this. Like, it's going to be like a lot of the times when people do this, it's to somebody they know, somebody they have access to. Like, somebody that they can hit. Because that's what it is. That's how you know it's going to work. It has to be something that's done close. It's not like a sniper job, bro. This is a stabbing. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be up close to fucking, like, to know you did that job.
Yeah, no, dude, that whole thing was crazy. Remember what, I don't know if they did it to the gringo. Remember they put a wire down the spine?
What he did is, like, he fucking had that, because all these collares, they're made with different strings. But, like, you know, like every single one of these collares that we wear, the LKs, and then like he was pretty much gonna make one out of like having the alambre, which is like metal alambre. I don't know why.
Yeah, like just wire.
Yeah, like wire, and he was gonna make a necklace out of it. And I'm just like, yo, you're just making shit up. Like at this point, like
yeah, it was crazy. That's what scared the white people. Like the white people, because there's like I don't know.
Well, not just that, bro. Like the way they found those bodies, like heavily mutilated, like the way how the blood had been drained, the way how all that different shit like had been like all these fools had been killed, like throats were slit, like faces were ripped off.
You know what's crazy? It always takes a white guy to die for people to give a fuck.
Yeah, that's the
like,
way.
Like for real, like
that's the way America has worked for years, bro. Like what the hell?
The
like,
cartel needs to learn. Don't touch tourists. Don't touch white people.
That's the rule. I mean, that's the rule. Like like I think they're starting to learn. They're like, well, we can kill black Americans. Like
no, the only reason they kind of got away with that because once everyone did their research, these fools were out there to get a lick. These were out there to do the cartel dirty at least, or get a deal on some cheap cocaine, cheap fentanyl, whatever they were out there to buy.
Speaking of cocaine, have you seen the Oscar de la Hoya doc?
No, I haven't.
It's pretty good.
Is it good?
I've only seen the interviews. You know what's crazy though? I've seen the interviews with him in the Charlemagne interview, the Breakfast Club, and like as much as I don't like Charlemagne, like he was grilling him about a bunch of the questions. You know,
he went
he was telling him, he was just like, oh, you mean to tell me that you didn't know about these pictures? And he was like, come on, Oscar. Like he's like, come on, man. He's like, we all fucking know. He was like, yeah, I knew. Like, and then he also had that whole thing where he's like, I fucking hated my mom. That fucking is crazy.
And you know what's crazy? In the documentary, he praises his mom. He puts her in a completely different light. So yeah, you gotta check it out.
Because that interview, he says that his mom was abusive, said that his mom used to beat the shit out of him, and he kind of like, he's like, they fucking took me from my first fight, and they said that like, the moment I had won, it was such a like moment where he didn't know what to do, that the reporter was like, you did this for your mom, right? And then he was like, yeah. And then that's where that narrative came from.
Yeah, because his mom died or something like
that. She had cancer.
Yeah.
I'm not a psychologist or anything.
So he got that gold medal for his mom.
He said that was a narrative that the media tried playing. Like, I'm like, yo, just because I'm like yo, the Mexican guy doing it for his parents.
I don't know. You gotta watch it.
I'm not a psychologist, but you think that has anything to do with him being a cross-dresser? With him hating his mom in a weird way, where he's like, "Fuck my mom's panties." He used to put them on back in the day. I don't know, dog.
They can't play that way. You know that is. Come on.
I know.
I feel like no. I mean,
no, but he drilled him hard because he fucking asked him about leaving Ryan Garcia after the fight,
yeah.
and he's like, "Well, someone yelled in my ear." Come on, they yelled in the security's ear. When the fuck's your security? And aren't you a boxer?
Yeah. Well, he can't.
And if he would have won, if Ryan would have won, there's nothing you could have told Oscar de la Hoya in his ear that he wouldn't have gone up there to go with his boy that just won the fucking fight. It's all be for real, dog. There's nothing you could have told him.
Who did he fight against?
The Javante guy, the black dude,
Oh, okay.
el cabezón.
The one who went to jail for beating his bitch up.
Oh yeah, fool. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's like a black champion thing, huh? Like they celebrate by beating the shit out of their wife, huh? Floyd Mayweather beat the shit out of his wife.
He did?
But yeah, or when
Yeah.
his lady was like after he won the title.
Oh, yeah,
Gervonta Davis, come here, bitch. Like
OJ killed his wife.
yeah, like the only one that didn't do it, no fucked up shit like that is Mike Tyson. Shout out to him.
Oh, but
Cause he was on weed.
no, for real, Floyd.
Yeah.
Floyd has fucked up his wives. I think he's hit more than one girl.
Damn.
Well, yeah.
What about that guy?
You think
I don't know. That fool was hitting bitch with his dick, dog. That's what he was doing. He's like, bitch, come here.
Floyd's just like fight back, fight back?
Come on, fight back.
I think he probably has a certain way of doing it. He's like, all right, we gonna practice. I'm gonna show you a few moves. He just knocks the bitch out. That's,
So did LAFC?
think about it. That's how you have to do it.
Hey, I know that sounds stupid, but since this pre-recorded, are we celebrating LAFC's win? Woo! Ganamos!
No, I don't think we can.
Oh my God, dude.
It's gonna be weird if I gotta bring it up. We always talk about LAFC, and they know them like, cause they play Monterrey tomorrow. You're going, right?
Yeah.
Technically,
No, I got my seats. They transferred them.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so I didn't have to buy tickets.
Oh, are they nice?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it.
That's dope. Yeah. ¿Qué crees que se va a llenar?
Nah, you want to go? Get your tickets.
Nah, I gotta go.
Oh, yeah, damn. Okay.
Gay as fuck.
So how's New York?
It was cool.
So where you going? So what'd you do over there, dude?
Fucking stand up. I killed, I think.
Hookers?
Hookers.
Your hookers?
Hookers. Those hookers.
And when you go to places like that, you don't even eat shit, bro. I hate that about you.
Me?
Yeah, like you don't even be eating shit. Like Xavier doesn't go appreciate like
I've had a pizza
New
there.
York pizza like at a well place.
I thought the ones on the street were the good ones.
Nah, like I mean like that's like buying
You
a hot
also
dog
know who
everywhere.
I go with? I go with Sam Tripoli. This fool just wants to be in the room, jerk off
Nah,
in his room.
last time you went with George, and that's the same. Like,
Oh, we went out. No, George, we went out. We went and bought weed from some random people. We went out, but you also know George. George like these fools love to sleep in hotels like all day. Eddie Bravo too. We get there and they're like, all right, gonna take a nap, and then have at 3 meet up for lunch and then take another nap right before the show. And I'm just like, bro. But I mean, what else are you gonna do?
Hey, you can spend all that time like prepping your set or something. I don't know.
Well, that's kind of what they're just in the room though.
Yeah.
They don't want to go out they don't want to go on a subway. They don't want to go to the.
Of course not.
They don't want to go to the Statue of Liberty before we perform. You know what I mean?
Why not? Ellis Island?
Because what if we get lost? I've thought about going by myself, and then I'm like, next
Got
thing you
Google.
know, huh?
Got Google. Come on, dog.
I don't know. You're right. I don't know.
Williamsburg. You got Will. Shout out to Will.
Oh, see, yeah. Will's the only fool that ever took me to Times Square. Dude, you know how much parking is in Times Square?
$25.
An hour.
Wait, what? $25 an hour?
We paid $40 an hour. I swear to God.
Like a meter parking?
In a parking structure.
Damn.
But it was Times Square, like.
En el mero.
In el mero centro, dog. Went for 1 hour because we paid for $40.
Damn.
Went, took pictures and left, dog. But we were like in el mero. There's no. It's New York, dog. There was no parking. And like when you said 25, I was like, literally, dog, like an hour. It was $40 an hour that day. And the only reason
That's the price of a what? Universal City ticket?
And the only reason we didn't even look for cheaper parking was because your boy had to pee. And I told the guy, I was like, if I pay for it, I'm peeing.
Damn.
Nah, I just took a fucking piss.
damn.
Pay for
That's
piss.
the most I've ever paid for parking, which I don't think
That's the most you ever paid to take a piss, huh?
yeah.
No parking.
Downtown.
is?
Hey, we got the phone set up too.
But they can't call in right now though.
No, I know, but hey,
I made that work, baby. I
yeah.
made that shit work.
Perfect note.
Oh, Bluetooth,
Bluetooth,
baby.
ho.
Bluetooth.
And we get unlimited service on that fucking hacked fucking
Shout out to the homie.
yeah, fucking on that hacked fucking I don't know what is it, tablet? Yeah. Yeah, man, but
So
glad
what's
you had
up?
it.
Are you excited that the kids are back to school? Have you enjoyed
I haven't
it
gone
yet?
to a park yet.
Oh, no?
That's what I'm probably doing right now.
Nah, you're not gonna see that much kids.
Yeah, no, they all went back to school. So honestly, I ain't gonna lie, that shit makes me feel happy as fuck, bro. I think kids should go. I think we should take school as serious as like China does it or Japan does
All
it.
year round?
Like just fucking go hard on these little shits, bro. Like fucking break their phones
They
without
go
paying
hard.
attention. Fucking like literally be like, hey, bro, learn this fucking algebra. We need fucking doctors, bro.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
Or
but-
like,
think
I'm
they
not
go-
saying it like that, but I'm saying like, or like at least fucking have a school where it'd be like, hey, bro, I hate to tell you this, but this kid's a dumbass. And he's stopping these 5 kids that got it going on and the future of America, so we're gonna put him into a better class. And I'm sorry if parents are gonna be like, I'm sorry, my little Aiden fucking has fucking this learning disorder. Well, he's taking the short bus to school, bitch. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
You wouldn't want a Ryan's universe?
Dude, if you
No.
want your kid to be smart, I'm sorry, Zone. Either you have to pay for really private school or you're gonna have to homeschool your kid. I want my kid to be smart, and I'm not gonna lie, I might homeschool my
Yeah,
kid.
you gotta want a smart ass kid.
I'm telling you,
literally, a
you know
smart-ass
how I'm
kid.
getting a smart kid? I'm signing him up a Japanese private school.
You could do that too.
That's how you fucking is from like Japanese pre-K. Be like, this motherfucker's gonna know how to wash his dishes. He's gonna know how to fold clothes. Cause you know that's what they teach him at that pre-K, bro. Like I went to like when I was walking around
Home
there.
ec?
When I was walking around the city and I did see all these different schools because they're everywhere. Because every school has a cap. Like they don't have like a fucking big ass school. They have escuelitas, fool. Like this whole place could be a escuelita and that's it. They have a cap. They only have a certain amount of kids and they work on those.
Also, they don't have a building.
They don't have a
with 800 pools in
They
there.
have an academy, and that's the academy has a cap, and you got to pay for that.
So like, what are you trying to say? So instead of having one big LA school, they divide them into little
The
ones.
academies have to follow all the same things, but they all have a different get down of the way that what they can teach. So like, let's just say if you have to teach these fools about cooking, well, these motherfuckers could just teach them home ec in one academy, but in the other academy they fucking teach them, be like, hey bro, we're gonna teach you how to cook rice, do sushi rolls so you can cook for yourself. You gotta teach you how to do laundry, like shit that you should be learning at a young age. That way you become independent, and you don't have to learn this at 8th grade and be like, but my parents do this for me. Be like, hey bro, you should have learned this at fucking a young age. That way by the time, like, you should know, like they teach these little kids, bro, how the fuck money works, bro. So these little kids have opportunities to start making money, so they know how the economy works. So they're like, oh, that's the reason Japanese motherfuckers work so damn hard, because they're like, money makes the world go round. If I want to be in this society, I need money. And how do you get money? Working hard, because that's the way you've been taught. Not by robbing a fucking Walgreens or a fucking Bloomingdale's and taking all the purses and fucking walking out with a group of your friends in an urban community. But you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, that's like that shit is fucking crazy, bro. Like honestly, like at this point, bro, if we got invaded by the Chinese, I'd be cool with it.
This is how someone.
Why would you be cool with it?
Because it means we'll have smarter kids.
No, shut up. They'd kill you. They kill all of us. They put us in camps, fool. You think they're just gonna give you like, oh, here you go. He's gonna keep smoking weed.
All right, fine. If the Japanese came over, then if they took over, I'd be happy with it.
No. You know, so we had a homeschooling Tinfoil Hat episode, and this family ran it pretty dope. So the dad, like you said, they only go to school for like 3 to 4 hours, but it's pretty intense. Like they learn algebra, and the rest they help around the house, and he pays them. You wash the cars?
Boom.
Yep.
Boom. You help, because now you're helping around the house. Now I don't need a maid. And now you're helping me. You do laundry, you know how to do it right.
Like
I'll pay you.
but that's
and now you start your little bank account. But you also go into school by learning like algebra, how to read. But you're learning shit, like you said. Dude, it's kind of weird that we graduate and we don't know how to make eggs.
It's fucking weird that you spend a whole fucking year on a little shit worrying about what colors and shapes are. That shit is fucking a month's worth of work, bro. By the second month, they should learn how to count. Like, this shit should move fast, and there should be a cap at this shit. That way you realize, you're like, hey, bro, I'm sorry to tell you this on parent conference day, but motherfuckers holding the class back. Like, you need to either focus a little bit more at him at home, or don't fucking bring him here until he knows his shapes, because at the cost of this, everybody else is gonna have to pay for it, and it's gonna make America look bad, bro. And that's not the way we're getting down anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Because straight up, bro, like, some parents, bro, they gotta be told, be like, you don't think that, like, some parents are, like some parents, like, bro, we went, like, some parents in Dorsey, bro. You don't think some parents in Dorsey should have been like, he gonna end up in jail. It's the 5th time the cops take him to jail. Like, I'll be like, hey, bro, like, just don't tell that fool to come back to school. Stop wasting the teacher's time, bro.
Like, you know it was a waste of time?
Like beefs.
Yeah, like, Biggs was like, hey, fool, teach that fool how to be a mechanic. Like, at that point, if I was a teacher, I'd be like, hey, fool, go to shop.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like, go to shop. Estás buenos con las manos. You can fucking eat tacos there. You can fucking do whatever the fuck you want on your break.
You can have tats.
Yeah, how you can have tattoos. They encourage it. Fool, go there.
Do it.
Leave the algebra to the Indian kids or whatever. They're in my class that want to learn about this shit and fucking buy the most expensive chicken tandoori.
El Gordo Mamon has a fucking smog tattoo, dog.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
pretty
dog.
And I don't want to sound all fucked up, bro, but
No, I agree.
but
dog.
it's just fucked up, bro.
But
Like
you gotta remember, you gotta let a kid be a kid too. Now some kids want to run the business at age 2 or at age 5. Some kids just want to fucking play.
Yeah, but but also,
But what kind of business?
But they
up to
also
the
don't want to
parents.
be in school. They also do not want to be in school,
Yeah.
sitting down for 7 hours.
But that's where the parents come in. The parents, that's where it comes in. That's the root.
and the business these kids want to run, some of them are shitty ass ideas. Like, fool,
They're kids.
stay in school, bro. Like, some of these fools, they get it, bro. Like, I buy
but
buy
you
my
teach
Pokemon
them-
cards from a kid.
No,
from a
but
kid.
you teach them. But you
At the
teach
swap meet, he has his own booth. His
No.
parents like put
His
him
own booth?
And
Yeah.
What?
Makes his
No,
money, and I'm like,
but
damn,
a
I'm
shitty-
paying this for $200.
He's on, but a shitty idea at age 3 is great, or at age 5
Yeah,
is great because
you get sympathy buys.
You learn from a shitty idea. If your kid wants to say, "I want to make lemonade," you're like, "Are you sure?" I don't think it's a good idea.
You gonna learn-
but it's your idea. So
You
you
gonna
put the
learn supply
stand,
and
you,
demand.
You put the stand. you put the stand for him, and and he does it, and he comes back and be like, "Not a good idea. Let's try a different one." But he's learning. Already, instead of learning how to make mistakes at 11, because at 11, once you make a mistake, you're like, "Pues pa qué?" That was
Yeah,
a
you
dumb
can't. Like,
idea.
you can't. That's the thing. I feel like that's a very big problem in like America. Like, we try to get our kids to start taking life seriously too late in life. Like, bro, don't start teaching these fools about like responsibilities when they're hitting their teenager years, bro. They don't. They're in that I don't give a fuck mode. Incorporate that shit that you want them to do on a regular basis since they're little. Because when you're little, they're on your fucking sack, bro. They fucking want to be there with you all the time. They're all about mommy and daddy. When that separation goes off and you try to tell them, hey, 11-year-old, you think you could take out the trash? Fuck you, I want to play Minecraft. Like, bro, it's like any 11-year-old going through hormones is going to want to fucking respond like that. But if you start teaching this fool at 5 and 6 years old, hey, bro, this is just a program. This is program time. Everybody does it. You see in school, everybody has a turn. So it's not me asking you to do too much, and I can focus on developing a better character on this little shit than a piece of shit.
You got to take the trash out.
You make a good point right there.
You gotta take the trash out before
And
you.
I don't have
tell him
kids.
to do it.
And I don't fucking have
but you
kids,
to
bro,
Take the
but-
trash out before you tell him to
But
do it.
goddamn, I have my reasons why these fools annoy the fuck out of me. Like, yeah, like straight up, bro. But with that being said, what is it?
It all comes down to the parent. How the parent teaches the kids. Simple.
Where we at right now? What time?
We are at 39.
All right, let's keep it going for a little bit. Saul have to text you back?
Nope.
Híjole de su rep.
I know.
Oh wait, we're supposed to start at 6.
Yeah.
I extended it to 6:15.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. In case.
Yeah, man, I'm not saying that like don't enjoy being a parent, everybody, or like, cause I don't know. Honestly, I'm probably gonna enjoy it when that shit happens,
Don't be
bro.
Hitler.
But it's like, come on, man. Like we gotta at least acknowledge that the future of America right now is looking pretty dumb.
Fucking A, man. That shit pisses me
Like
off.
not
when
just dumb and gay.
that shit pisses me off when I see like those videos.
And
of,
I'm
like,
not that I'm saying those two go hand in hand for all the people that want to twist my words around, but I'm just saying that's what our kids are learning in fucking school these days.
What would you
Stupid
think?
shit, and to learn how to fucking realize if they're gay or not.
What would you think? And Mexico does it because it's there's too many kids.
Bring
But
back Sinchazos, fool.
I mean, I don't. No, but what would you think about night school? In Mexico, they have high school, night school. High school, night school. Yeah, that's exactly. I said it right.
Why? Because
Yeah.
fools gotta work.
There's too many people. There's too many kids in school, so they have nighttime. Like you can pick to start at 3. I think it's like from like, or maybe from like 2 to 8, and then you don't start to school till 8. So you do your homework technically in the morning. Would you do that? Would you have done the night shift at
I
high
like
school?
coming home and then fucking listening to the Goosebumps song. And like that's why when I posted that meme, I was like, the shit was so
I
good.
saw that.
Yeah.
That kind of scared me when I was a kid still though. When that came on, because I was
Goosebumps is the
young.
shit, dog.
I watched it,
are
I
you
was still scared.
What about Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah. You know they brought that back, right? You know they brought that back, right? There's an
And then a
Netflix.
little laugh. Fucking hated that laugh, bro. And then that episode with the clown in the garage, fool. I
You know they brought it back.
What, are you afraid of the
The
dark?
Netflix one. 2002, 2001 series. It's not that good. You're not gonna be scared. Let me tell you. I tried.
It's for
I got real
nostalgic
high.
feel.
I got real high. I was like, well, maybe I'll get scared.
Yo, he's on.
Didn't get scared.
Yo, he's on.
What?
The homie just hit me up.
Who?
You know, the Hawaii food.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
He has your number?
Well, hit me up through Instagram.
Oh, my God,
okay.
bro. Look,
I
fool,
know.
this fool has been calling me.
I know.
Stop, fool.
It's burning.
Like, but I'm not. What do I look like, Captain Planet? What the fuck?
Like,
Like,
let us know the second of. Like, the second the fire started, I texted Hazel like, "Oh, for real?" And Hazel was like,
yeah.
"Fuck this."
Like, at this point, I was like, every time he calls, bro, I'm like,
I do want to hear though. I do, but that's
no,
why
we
I
are. When
know.
it's showtime.
Yeah.
When it's fucking showtime. I can't send ambulances over there, bro. I have a certain schedule where we could tell people, bro. We could be as helpful as we can, bro. But, hey, bro, don't be approaching me like you have to do something now. Emergency broadcast. Like, look, bro.
I'm not making the difference, you know? It's taking more than me to make the difference.
Yeah. I'm glad to help.
The first responders are actually making the difference. Give them the fucking supplies. I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, but
Every time that fool calls me, I just be hearing that. Dee started the fire.
But out of respect,
Yeah,
out of respect, shout out to Maui. Pray for Maui. Help him out.
I mean,
Yeah.
by now this shit should be over.
I mean,
Let's hope to God.
yeah, bro, but the recovery,
Oh
you have
no,
to
of
find the
course.
bodies.
No. I mean, yeah, of course. But I
Remember
meant like,
Haiti and the earthquake?
I mean, if they don't catch that fire
Yeah,
by
nobody
now,
cared about Haiti though. Like Hawaii, everybody's like, hey, we like going there. Like nobody was like, oh my God, we can't go back to Haiti. Like I saw the Haiti thing and I was like, I never wanted to go there anyway.
Oh, dude.
Like no offense, but like,
you know there's gonna be an extra tax in Hawaii.
like it was like if something happens to Japan, oh my God, bro, I'm fucking starting a whole foundation.
Oh, no.
Help the Japanese.
No, he's gonna be
Like
20% of the profits of High and Hungry
It's the only time you'll see
without
me
raised
doing this.
consent. Without raised consent is going to Japan because they got great toilets.
I'll personally deliver it myself. like I'll catch the next flight off. I'm here to help. I show up and I'm digging people out, bro. It's how much I love you guys. I don't know, but like, cause like I said, like sometimes there's like some countries like where you're like you see the Haiti earthquake, like you're like, pues no quería ir, güey.
Oh, yeah.
Like
you know Hawaii's gonna have a tax, a Maui tax.
I'm over here. I was like, do we need more young thugs? You see the Hawaii earthquake? I was like, do we need more Codex?
Dude, I still can't. I know we already talked about it.
I'm like, where's Einstein from? Let's hope that fucking country never has an earthquake.
Einstein's
like I'm just saying, bro. Like that's the countries you gotta look out for. Like we're
Einstein's Jewish, you know?
Yeah.
first of all,
Yeah, because he
Okay,
left to like.
okay,
yeah.
first of all, nobody has to look out for Israel, bro. They got Jesus looking out for them, bro. And like Israel's been in fucking war for like fucking 40 years, and they still can't shut these fools down. Jesus is right there. Like, say something about Israel.
Right.
If Jesus were to come back though, I want to see that fool like fucking go straight Batman, like start cracking necks. Like I want to see like some superpower shit.
You think
Oh fuck!
You think he'd come on We Don't Smoke the same?
Nah.
He'd be too busy saving the goddamn world.
I
wouldn't care.
You don't think he'd do a tour before? Like you don't think he'd
I would
stop by
line up,
Rogan's?
though. I would
He'd
line
stop
up.
by Rogan's. He'd do Rogan's.
Yeah, he do Rogan's.
That's
for
what I'm
sure.
saying. Like,
Yeah.
he'd say, "Oh, Jesus here." Like, you know, Rogan, what's up?
Like I feel like he hit like B Real will hit him up and, and like God will probably leave him on scene. Like it's
Even
marijuano.
Ray-
God will leave him on scene and send that clip from the president. Marijuano. Yeah, but he's gonna send B Real back that clip.
Yeah, dude. And then I think he stopped by and talked to Trump.
Like,
Now, I don't know what he'd say to Trump, but I think he'd have to be like
We got a dumb son of a bitch in
Yeah.
office.
something. He'd say something.
what he
But
said,
I think he'd
he'd
make a
probably
tour.
he'd probably stop and talk to Kanye. He'd be like, "Look, I appreciate the Christian records, but this whole Donda shit, like,
Chill the fuck out.
like feeding these kids nothing but sushi, like they need meat, like bro, like they vegetables."
That shit's man.
That
I
shit
can't
was
believe
funny.
he charged that much for a plate, dude. dude. That's sick. That's sickening.
Yeah, but
Almost. Not as bad as like
no.
Taylor
You're
Swift's ticket.
wrong. You're wrong. I think Jesus is gonna come down and fuck up Yeezy for trying to think he's Jesus.
Jesus. Don't fuck with it.
And he'd be like, get the fuck out of here, charging the poor people this much money and acting like you're a
Well,
prophet.
he's charging the hype beast. I don't see like poor people buying like Yeezy shit, bro.
Fuck no.
Like if you're stupid enough to be poor, and spend fucking money, your last dollars on the Yeezy shit, then you deserve to be poor.
Half the people
but poor people, bro. Like I see poor people or people that are struggling. Go to the markets where I'm getting the too good to go meal and they're walking in with their kids getting fucking like free meals and shit.
Yeah,
like,
but that's
what poor people fucking do, bro.
There's
Like,
a lot of poor people that are in between not being poor and I can afford it and they buy it.
that's kind of lazy. That's not poor. That's lazy.
Those are the ones that I'm like, you're also targeting them too, though. I don't know. Selling anything, I don't know. Like Ray says, anything over. I don't know.
Taylor Swift tickets, dude.
How much were those?
Or the Taylor,
lot.
bro. I seen Taylor Swift T-shirts on Facebook
eBay.
Marketplace for $250, bro.
This might sound stupid. But
The greed
I'm
is
kind of
crazy,
like
man.
jealous or like that I don't have love for like
my shirts are
anybody
$30,
like
y'all.
that. Yeah, like, do you love anything like as
And
much
the
as people
Eventbrite
love Taylor
tickets?
Swift?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I like these people like go to these concerts. I'm like, damn, I wish I liked an artist that much to pay that much money for that. Like,
I
wish I was a Taylor Swifter for some reason. I
I actually
liked
like
it.
Taylor Swift. I like her.
Do you?
But I wouldn't pay that much to go see her.
Oh yeah, Fleetwood Mac. I paid a lot of money to go see them, and I went solo.
How much was that?
It was like $400.
Damn.
Bro, see, I can't pay. Like, that's 1 hour of that artist. I go to concerts and
It
rain.
was 2 hours. That shit was tight.
That's $200 an hour.
That was worth it. I was like, it was worth it, dog.
I go to raves and that shit starts from like 2, ends at 11. I'm like,
But then
"Todo el
again,
puto
you're
día."
talking about fucking Fleetwood Mac. Like, these guys are fucking legends, dude. They made hit records upon hit
They
records.
show up, they pull up at Coachella. Sometimes they have, I'm pretty sure.
No, they don't. You don't
Compared
even.
to Taylor Swift, come on, dog. Who has more longevity? Fleetwood Mac. Those tickets are worth the buy.
But like, well, Taylor Swift, I gotta give it to that stupid bitch. She's
Not
got
stupid.
like old
She's
ass
anything
bitches.
but stupid.
Yeah,
man.
she's got everything, like the whole girl genre. That's what I say. Like, she's got old bitches and super young chicks. She's got the whole
She has
plethora.
the whole demographic. in
And
one
gay
thing.
guys también. She took those fools too. She has the whole, like, except for, yeah.
And not only that,
They
there's
gay merch chicks.
No, I gotta give it to her. Like, I'm being a hater, but I'm like, bro, like, that's wild.
and there are people who pull up who didn't even buy a ticket and still just like they're just there
To hear it on
be
the
there.
outside.
Yeah, dude.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yes, Xavier. We're talking hundreds.
We've had fools
Lawn
will post
chairs
up
and shit.
outside and they'll start drinking with little coolers and it's just like they know somebody's in there live streaming it and then they'll watch it.
Dude,
Yeah.
okay, can I tell you a crazy story that happened when my uncle and my dad and my whole squad got scammed? We went to a Mexico USA game.
How is that you guys get scammed, dude?
We went to a Mexico USA game. I think it was like 2000, no sé qué, but I was like morrito. I was like under.
Oh, so buying fake tickets is a family thing.
Bro,
for you, huh?
this was crazier. So my dad and my uncle went with no tickets. Typical shit. They went to Mexico USA game. And unos negros. My dad even said, because he was mad, pinches negros, por eso me caen gordos, dijo su puta madre. These fools bought tickets. These fools bought tickets, dog. I think like 8 of us. It was 8 of us. Mis dos tíos, otros primos, íbamos like a little squad. About 8 of them. And they looked legit. The guy looked legit. Yeah, but guess what, fool? These fucking tickets weren't for the game. They were for a big screen outside. Bro, my dad, they dropped us off, and my dad and my uncles went around looking for these fools. Never found them,
they're
dog.
gone.
They were gone, and my dad encabronados, dog. I mean, as a kid, you're like, oh, like,
Ready to throw down.
yeah, bro. Like back in the 90s, shit, like,
But
like.
didn't he read the fine print or what?
Bro, eran paisas, dog, and the tickets look legit because they were legit, but not for what you wanted. And dude, they charged them pricey too because ya estás ahí.
Damn.
Se los cogieron, dog, my dad. And, you start hating. I was like, bro, chill. Un desmadre,
Fuck
but
that.
yeah, I don't know why I remember. I was like, yeah, that's how we got outside. We're outside the venue watching.
Yeah,
the
this is like
fucking
a
video.
family thing.
Yeah, it was a squad.
That's crazy, man. Hey, but we want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank everybody for tuning in this morning. We hope you enjoy the fact that we still gave you a little something, even though we decided to take the day off. So once again, if you want to keep me busy, go to highhungry.shop. flavorsbyezone.com. Go buy yourself a candle. Go buy yourself one of these new water bottles, thermals. There's different ones. They're one of ones. Go buy yourself one of the new hats. I got a lot of stuff up there. If you want more information about the Pro Pens, hit me up on Patreon. Join the Patreon for that matter as well. Ray, shout out.
Shout out to everybody who tuned in. Thank you so much. Shout out to Ezone and Xavier. Follow me on Morning Shot Films, IG and YouTube. Check out my website, morningshotfilms.co. And I'm writing short little skits with Ezone and Xavier. So they're gonna be cool. I want to add more to the Patreon, you know. People need to see this shit.
There we go.
Comedy. Yeah.
Shout outs.
Yeah, and you know what shit? You should get some of these fools to participate, like Phoenix Security, Ralph Ramos.
Oh, of course, dude.
Yeah, like that. Yeah,
I need Mala. I need Demi. We need a cast.
Oh, there we go. There we go. But hit that like button, subscribe, guys. Thank you for participating. Yeah, go to flavorsbyezone.com for all the gear. Go to samtrippy.com for a couple events, and I think we just put up some new T-shirts, so go check them out and hit that like button. I don't know why I still say that, and subscribe.
See you guys Thursday. Peace.